This is ABC 7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. A Suncoast developer is building more affordable housing. Harvey Vengroff recently bought the former Knights Inn in Bradenton for nearly $4.5 million to convert it into apartments. And in Sarasota, Vengroff still has plans for affordable housing on Old Bradenton Road. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo has more now on that. Dwayne?
Well, Scott, the city of Sarasota has had its struggles attaining affordable housing. But if Vengroff gets his way, the land you see behind me will eventually have livable units.
Jason Bright has lived in this North Sarasota neighborhood all his life and is a little skeptical when he hears about affordable housing in the neighborhood.
Well, I can understand where the negative viewpoints come from. It will definitely change the area.
And Travis Vengroff, son of local developer Harvey Vengroff, says these are statements they have often heard in the past.
The neighborhood area had said that they did not want affordable housing in their community at the time.
But Greg Hornigold, who manages a sign shop near the area, says it only makes sense to have affordable housing here.
This area, you have the 2 or 3 major boat building companies right here. You have industrial companies such as us. There's a large amount of skilled trade jobs.
Just a few months ago, the Vengroffs met with local home builder Fortune Homes, looking to possibly sell the 5-acre piece of land located on Old Bradenton Road, but haven't heard from the company since then.
They said they were looking to put some buildings in the property, I think like single-family houses. I believe there was an angle for it maybe to be also toward disabled persons or veterans.
Saying the home builder's plan was to build 18 to 26 homes that could cost around $200,000 to $250,000. He also points out they've done a lot of work over the last decade to improve the area around the property.
We've picked up some apartment complexes and turned them around from being really rough areas to pretty livable.
And Bright states if the Vengroffs can stick with this method, he may change his mind.
I think if someone's responsible and doesn't necessarily use the cheapest bidder, or kind of build something that's going to last.
Now, Scott, in addition to possibly selling this 5-acre piece of land, the Vengroffs say they are now finalizing blueprints for the apartment complex on Fruitville. Scott, back to you.
All right, Dwayne, thank you so much. Manatee County School Board is expected to talk about the future of Just for Girls Charter School tomorrow. The school received another F grade by the Department of Education this year. By state statute now, the board is required to vote to revoke the elementary school's contract. Superintendent Dr. Diana Green is proposing to turn the organization into an alternative education program to allow it to stay open. The board will vote on that revocation and the school's contract at its meeting tomorrow. In Charlotte County, sheriff's deputies are warning business owners about a new scam. An Englewood business owner says a man went into his restaurant and told him a worker spilled food on him during a previous visit. He then asked the owner to pay the dry cleaning bill. Well, the owner wrote the man a check as compensation, but the restaurant owner says the same person is going to other restaurants in Englewood and Venice and making those same false claims. The sheriff's office is now investigating the incident. In Sarasota, police are looking for a man caught on camera stealing sunglasses. Police say a man stole $400 worth of glasses from Sunglass Hut on St. Armand Circle on July 4th, right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you recognize the man in the video, call Sarasota Police. Next month, the state will start a $2 million construction project near New Pass Bridge in Sarasota County. Before work begins, FDOT plans to hold a public information meeting on that project. It includes upgrades to the bridge tender house, electrical components, and gates and sidewalk repairs. The work should be complete in the spring. The public meeting will be held on Thursday, August 4th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. It will be at the Sarasota Outboard Club on Ken Thompson Parkway. Let's get another check on the weather this evening with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Scott. Not many storms around this afternoon. We have a few around. There's an upper level low that continues to move away from us right now. It's kind of changing the overall flow pattern to our thunderstorms that we normally see this time of year. You can see that activity has been mainly inland along I-75. It's been widely scattered. Not a lot of lightning showing up with these cells either, so they're not too intense. This one could produce some isolated lightning strikes as it makes its way along US 41 toward Northport and I-75. You can see down to street level we go near Sumter Boulevard. We got some showers, a pretty heavy rainfall right there, and heading over to Holiday Parkway, some moderate to heavy rainfall along US 41 near Warm Mineral Springs. But elsewhere, things are fairly quiet here in the Manatee and Sarasota counties with some pretty big cells inland near Lake Okeechobee, pushing off toward Highlands County. But with this upper level low feature continuing to move off to the northwest and some drier air set to move in, we'll look for less activity as we push in through this work week. Well, more in the forecast coming up in a few minutes. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. Wrong way crashes are on the rise here in Florida. Nearly 100 people were killed in crashes where drivers were going the wrong way just last year. That number is an increase of 37% since 2013. Overall, there were nearly 1,500 wrong-way crashes in Florida. A majority of those were head-on collisions, which are the most deadly type of car crash. Most wrong-way accidents happen between the hours of 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. when drivers are less alert.
Folks are probably more fatigued in that time, and also a lot more distracted. We have cell phones and different things, radios, that distracts the other drivers. So we just need to be focused and pay attention to driving.
Troopers say whenever anyone is driving at night, that person should always use the furthest right lane, even on multi-lane highways and interstates. The highest number of wrong-way crashes occurred in Miami-Dade, Palm Beach, and Hillsborough counties. Get ready to say hello to $2 gas again. Summer gas prices are at a 12-year low, and they're expected to go even lower. The national average dropped to $2.18 on Friday. That's according to AAA. And that's compared to $2.75 that we were paying this time last year. The cheap gas is being fueled by sub-$50 oil prices and a serious oversupply problem. The U.S. is sitting on 241 million barrels of stored gas, and other countries are overstocked as well. Still to come in your Suncoast News, reducing your risk for dementia. How certain games can train your brain and help you stay sharp as you age. That story coming up.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
Starting on Monday in Philadelphia, we will offer a very different vision. It's about building bridges, not walls between people.
The Democratic National Convention, Hillary Clinton and dozens of speakers will take the stage. I'm Haley Wilkes. ABC 7 takes you live to Philadelphia.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Come uncork your inner artist at Painting with a Twist. Bring your favorite bottle of wine and appetizers and enjoy an evening out with friends to celebrate any special occasion. It's perfect for a girls' night out, birthday parties, or a fun date night. Painting with a Twist offers 2 or 3 hour classes that are instructed by local artists, and there is no experience required. We now have 2 convenient locations in Sarasota and Bradenton. Visit our website to view our calendar and schedule your next party today.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Looks like we're getting another new neighbor.
Now you could be the millionaire next door. Play Monopoly Florida Edition scratch-off games with a top prize of $5 million. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Florida Studio Theater presents The Roommate by Jen Silverman. Now playing through August 7th. Brooklyn meets Iowa City when Sharon finds a sensible roommate, but it's far from what she expected. Don't miss what critics are saying is laugh out loud funny with unexpected turns and emotional depth. The Roommate is now playing through August 7th. Purchase tickets now by calling 941-366-9000 or visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
New results of a landmark study show one particular type of brain exercise called speed training cut the long-term risk of dementia nearly in half. ABC 7's Alex Redmond joins us now with more on the story. Alex?
Thank you, Scott. Results of this 10-year study are the first time any intervention, including brain training programs, physical exercise, diet, or drugs, has been found to reduce the risk of dementia.
Yeah, my wife has Alzheimer's disease.
Dr. Shri Lele says his wife remembers songs and dances, but no longer participates in Luminosity.com.
She stopped doing it because she found that it is too quick for her brain.
A 10-year U.S. study of more than 2,700 participants finds benefits of speed brain training. It's called the ACTIVE study, or Advanced Cognitive Training in Vital Elderly. Neurologist Dr. Laura Morris says study participants were asked to track an object, then pick up a second object at the periphery.
This pushes the speed of visual processing.
Participants not only stopped having cognitive decline, says Dr. Morris, but kept cognitive functioning.
For more than 10 years after the relatively short training period that they underwent.
After 10 years, only those in the speed of processing training group showed more than a 30% reduction in new cases of cognitive impairment or dementia. And participants who did booster sessions, those who participated in 11 or more sessions of the computerized training, showed a 48% reduction.
The number one suggestion that we have is to have a purpose. Have something to do every day.
Program specialist Sue Fox says the Alzheimer's Association promotes a healthy lifestyle, including good nutrition and exercise, but says the jury's still out on computer brain training.
Are they very effective? We don't know. What we will say is this: they don't hurt you, they keep you occupied in a good way.
But cognitive training for the maintenance of brain health is a growing area of interest.
This new study does give us hope for the first time.
Dr. Morris touts possible benefits of new exciting games.
The kind of puzzle solving that people do when they're playing Pokemon Go is excellent for cognitive development and keeping your mind sharp.
Dr. Morris adds that training memory and reasoning doesn't seem to help, and games like Sudoku and crossword puzzles don't show any benefit in the long run with dementia. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Alex, thank you so much. Now over to Bob for another look at our weather tonight. Bob.
Thanks, Scott. A couple of photos sent to me, as this one from Trey Dietz. You can see the storms off in the distance there over on Sunday, and right in the middle, you can just see in the top there at the base of that storm, there was a water spout that formed, and then another one, also Carly getting this, a little bit better shot from Lido. With a little bit of a water spout there. Those were moving offshore, so they didn't have any impact on land, but shows you that these things can pop up pretty quickly. Punta Gorda webcam, as we take you through time, you can see once or twice some showers moving on through there, pushing off basically to the north. Some rainfall on the Peace River and near Northport. We'll go to the radar picture and show you the storms have been basically moving off almost due north, and that's a result of that upper level low, which is kind of drawing the moisture, at least the mid levels, into the surface that way. Showers, I mentioned, near Northport. Heavier activity well inland. Not much for area beaches. Looking pretty good today as a result of that drier air in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Northport now getting some rainfall near US 41, near Warm Mineral Springs, and also near Tarpon Point. Some pretty heavy rain. There hasn't been a whole lot of lightning here. This certainly could generate some lightning strikes here in the next half hour or so as it makes its way off basically due north with a little bit of a westerly build. As far as the evening planner goes, we're anticipating most areas staying dry. We'll see partly cloudy skies. Temperatures still warm at 11 o'clock into the low 80s. And the high today warmed up to 91, 1 degree above the average, 77 the morning low, 100 degrees, the record set back in 1998. And as far as rainfall today at the airport thus far, 3/100ths of an inch of rain. The monthly total now just over 4.5 inches, but that's below average near the airport along US 41. and University right there. The airport not getting as much rain as inland areas this past month thus far. Future winds showing winds basically out of the east tonight, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour. A little bit of a southwesterly push later in the afternoon on Tuesday, but with all this dry air around to the east of us, which is basically working its way in our direction, we can expect, again, limited shower and thunderstorm activity for us on Tuesday and continuing through Wednesday as pockets of this dry air move in from the Bahamas and from places east. The RPM forecast model showing not much tonight, a few isolated showers tomorrow afternoon, and looks like that activity will be rather light, not very intense, and then more of the same anticipated for Wednesday with just a few scattered showers around. The rain chances staying below average right through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, starting to get back to more normal, I think, by Friday. As we push on through the weekend, it'll be similar there, too, with afternoon and evening storms becoming a little bit more prevalent. Hurricane season, well, it started off very active, but so far things have been rather quiet, but we still have the two strongest months to go, August and September. Then there's a little mini peak in mid-October. But for the time being, things are quiet and look to stay that way, although there were some indications over the weekend that something may be developing in the Atlantic, the far eastern Atlantic. Right now, not all the models agreeing with that. In agreement, a very hot day today across mid-Atlantic coast states, cooling down a bit over the Ohio Valley, at least through Indiana, Ohio, and into Michigan. Right now, temperature Philadelphia, 94 there. It's 79 into New Jersey and 94 in Billings, Montana. Slight chance for storms this evening, otherwise southeast winds, and that's the same for Tuesday. A water temperature at 89 degrees, and the UV index will stay high for area beaches. The forecast looks like this. We'll see a 20% chance only for showers and storms scattered about through Wednesday, and then a little bit better chance, as I alluded to, on Friday and through the weekend. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. Now on Suncoast Traffic Watch, we are seeing traffic backed up on the interstate right near University Parkway. This is the southbound lanes. Of course, there's construction in that area. There's also some backup on University as well. Doesn't look like the Pokemon Go fad will fade anytime soon. The CEO of the widely popular smartphone game says more capabilities for the game are coming, including the ability to trade Pokemon. During an appearance at a San Diego Comic-Con event Sunday, CEO John Hanks said the update to add trading is at the top of their priority list, but did not announce a release date. He also says future versions of the game could include customizable Pokestops and more characters. AMC and Carmike Cinemas have agreed to a sweetened $1.2 billion merger deal. That's 10% higher than AMC's original bid to take over Carmike in March. A vote was delayed twice over Carmike's shareholder concerns that the bid was too low. Now the boards of both companies have agreed to this new offer. The deal is expected to close by the end of the year. The merger will make AMC, which is owned by a Chinese company, the largest movie theater company here in the U.S. Entertainment news is next. Stay with us.
On the Suncoast.
And across America, the news you care about
is on your Suncoast News at 5.
And ABC World News Tonight at 6:30.
People you trust. Scott Dennis, Haley Wilkes, David Muir.
First, the Suncoast.
And then the world.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
You know what scares me? No electricity. Yeah, when this magical box suddenly stops working, I call the pros at Mr. Sparky and they send a superhero to save the day. How's it going, Pablo?
It's going great, Mike.
Pablo possesses amazing skill. He can perform incredible feats at blinding speed.
Superhero. Couldn't have done it without you.
Modest, too.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Just to be clear, I don't live here.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Britain's Prince Harry says he wishes he had spoken about his mother, Princess Diana, sooner. Prince Harry, who did not talk about his bereavement until just 3 years ago, told the BBC that it was not a sign of weakness to speak about problems. Harry was 12 years old when Princess Diana died in a car crash back in 1997. The now 31-year-old says, quote, "I really regret not ever talking about it." Harry says that anyone, be they members of the royal family or van drivers, can be affected by mental health issues. Some huge names in music are set to take the stage at this year's iHeartRadio Music Festival. U2, Drake, Britney Spears, and Sting will perform at the two-day event in Las Vegas. Billy Idol, Ariana Grande, and Usher, along with Sam Hunt and Florida Georgia Line, will also perform. Tickets will go on sale Saturday, and the fest will take place September 23rd and 24th. Some mayhem at a Guns N' Roses concert in New Jersey over the weekend. At least 30 people were arrested at the concert Saturday, including a woman accused of assaulting a police officer. Troopers say there were also arrests for disorderly conduct, trespassing, drugs, and other offenses. At the box office this weekend, Star Trek Beyond soared into first place, earning more than $59 million. The Secret Life of Pets scratched out a second-place finish with more than $29 million, and Lights Out and Ghostbusters tied for third place at the theaters. And we'll be right back with more news and weather. Stay with us.